Hey everyone, I'm Eka here from my self-publishing blueprint, and I'm really excited to sit down today with the owner of AMS Ads Profit Formula, Marco, and we are going to talk all about keywords that you want to be using for your AMS ads.
Thanks, Emeka. Thanks for having me.
Hey man, no worries. Really excited about jumping into things, but hey, first, let's talk about the upcoming mastermind we're having in Cancun, September 6th to the 9th. You excited about it? You're going to be giving us a message.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
You'll be giving
I'm excited for that event.
Yeah, I know. We were just talking off camera. You're giving a message on AMS ads. You're going to go in a lot more detail then. What are some of the reasons why people should get to that event no matter where they're from?
If you're self-publishing, if you've got books out there, that's the event you want to be at. It's just, you're going to have so many people there who are very successful, people who aren't, and everybody's going to just, share ideas, share tips. And it's just so much knowledge that's going to be shared. It's going to boost your self-publishing business for sure.
Yeah, sure. Anybody who's anybody in the self-publishing field is going to be at this event. We're talking of some of the highest earners, the biggest influencers are going to be there, and it's going to be a chance 4 days to sit down and talk in an informal and formal setting of how to grow your business, how to improve your life, and so many other wonderful things. We're limiting this event to only 20 people. So link in the description. You can go check it out. If we're not sold out by the time that this video goes up, we are over 60% sold out. So get your tickets while you can. But let's dive into this. Let's talk about keywords for your AMS ad strategy, man. Is it the 5 things you want to avoid or the 5 things that you must do? How do you want to set this up?
I think it's the 5 mistakes that people are making in general with keywords. Mm-hmm. And so the first one is assuming, we all have an idea, right? We got our niche. We have an idea of what we think which keywords are going to work, right? Things that come to the top of our head, just general looking at other books, like, okay, this keyword, this keyword, this keyword. And then that mentality leads you to rule out other keywords that actually might perform way better than any assumptions that we are making. And so I think that's the biggest mistake that most people who are new to AMS are making. And I personally, that's number 1 for me.
So it's just assuming that some keywords will work and some won't.
Exactly. Yeah. Making assumptions without actually testing.
I'm definitely guilty of that, setting up some of my ads before kind of going through your process and everything, just coming up, okay, I know these. I would think of keywords the same way I would kind of research keywords, if that makes sense. And I'd only have like 20 keywords for my AMS ads.
Exactly. Yeah. Which leads to another mistake.
Right. Okay, cool. I love it. Well, let's go on to mistake number 2 that people make.
Yeah. So number 2 is not utilizing the different types of keywords that work really well for books. And so you have your general search term or keyword, right? You have those what people are typing, and then you have book titles and author names. And those 2 are very important because some people just go on Amazon, they know what book they want to look at, and so they'll type the title of the book. And so if you're not using that, or even the author names, if you're not using those, you're missing out on a lot of visibility for your book. And a lot of times I've noticed that book titles and author names are some of my best performing keywords.
And that's really cool because you're not allowed to have book titles or author names in your actual metadata on KDP, but you're allowed to target them when you're using AMS.
Exactly. And it's a good way for you to get in front of their audience.
Yeah. Love that. I've definitely noticed that has been a big help. Even when you do the display ads and target specific products on Amazon that you might want to go after that kind of hot for some niches and et cetera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it, man. What's tip number 3 here, or mistake number 3 rather?
Number 3 is not collecting enough keywords, which leads to that making assumptions, or vice versa. And so what you want to do is when you set up your ad is or your sponsored product ad is that you want to have a minimum of 200 keywords. That is,
okay.
Yeah, the minimum recommendation. I always aim for more, but at least you want to go for 200. And again, if we're making assumptions, we're most likely only going to collect like 20, maybe 30, right? Because these are things that we're assuming that are going to work. And so that doesn't work really well with AMS. And even if you look into I think somewhere in their facts, Amazon themselves recommend that you have at least a minimum of 200 keywords. So I highly recommend that you collect more keywords, find a process and use it, and go for a minimum of 200.
Now, you teach a really interesting thing of typing in a keyword into KDP Rocket, right? Like it's, you just type in one keyword and then you'll go and you'll export all those keywords, those related keywords, and then you'll kind of use another main keyword and go through that process multiple times, even maybe throw a book title or an author name in there and keep going through that process so you can come up with, 800, 900, 1,000 keywords. So is having 1,000 keywords versus just having 200, how's it better to have those extra 800 keywords?
Because what you're doing is you're testing more. You want to test as much as you can, right? You want to find out keywords that work for your book, whatever book that you're promoting through AMS. You want to figure out what keywords work best, and you want to focus on those. So if you 200 versus 1,000, you're playing the odds game, right? You're going to most likely find more words that are working really good for your book versus if you only have 200. And so again, that leads to mistake number 4, which is I think you should always maximize at 1,000 if you can. Do your best to get to 1,000 keywords for your ads.
Have you seen examples where there's like a completely obscure keyword that just performs really well for your book that you never would have came up with if you only had like 200, 300 keywords? Like, have you seen examples like that?
Plenty of times. Honestly, I can't come up with anything off the top of my head. I'm sure if I go into my dashboard, I can start just reading them out.
Like, you were okay when
like single keywords like book.
I was just thinking that because you helped me with some of my ads, and you're like, I have no idea, but book, the keyword book, the word book is making you a ton of sales right now, Mecca.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the things that was like, but how? That's so general. How is that possible?
I
but
know
it was a great performing keyword for one of my books.
It's crazy. Yeah. And see, it's like, I made that discovery a bit like earlier back. And when I did, because what I used to do is when I collected, there's times where I could collect like 1,000 keywords, 5 minutes, right? It's not too hard with KDP Rocket. But what I used to do is I used to sit through those keywords and I would actually remove some that I thought that didn't work.
So going back to number 1, assuming.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'd never do that.
You never do that.
What I just put it up because here's the thing. You only pay for a click. If someone clicks, there's some type of interest, right?
Makes sense.
No one's just going to click. So even if it's there, it doesn't matter. It costs you no extra money. And if someone clicks, there's interest. So why not?
Love it, man. What's the last mistake people make with keywords?
And the last one is just research in general, not using the right tools, not looking in the right places. I like to combine Google Keyword Planner, the tool, with Amazon. Like I use both.
So why do you use Google Keyword Planner? Because obviously it's off of Amazon. It's not 100% necessarily what's going to work on Google is going to be working on Amazon. But why do you choose to use that?
So it's more to supplement my research. So I want to see what people are researching in the niche in general. In general.
Gotcha.
On Amazon, I just want to see what people are typing, right? And then I'm going to take what people are typing on Google, right? Get the highest search volume, get those words, check them out on Amazon or check them out on KDP Rocket. What it retrieves there. And that's kind of how I supplement. And it's a good way also to just get more keywords because again, getting more keywords doesn't work. And there's often times where I can collect 3,000 keywords using this strategy. And then what I'll do is I'll create 3 separate research ads and then let's see what happens, right? Let's test. I love to test.
It's all about testing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it, man. Love it. Well, what, and do you expand on this inside AMS ads profit formula?
Absolutely. Yeah. So what we just discussed is, again, it's just the keyword aspect of it. There's so much more to AMS and a lot of little things that don't entirely make sense until you learn about it, right? Then you'll see like, oh, this is why this is happening. Little things that add up that allow you to create a better foundation for creating campaigns on AMS. So
love it, man, love it. Well, hey, Marco, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to everybody on the channel here. If you got any questions for Marco, make sure you ask inside the comments here below the video, and I'll be sure to make sure he takes a look at those. If you want more information on AMS Ads Profit Formula, make sure you click the link below, and that'll take you to Marco's website so you can check out more about it and sign up. Or I think the best thing would be is to come to Cancun, have a drink with this guy, and have him go through your KDP account. I'm going to put you on the spot, bro. You come to Cancun, just have him go through your KDP account, your AMS account, and it should be like, Marco, tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. And that's what you're going to get from this guy when you come to Cancun. I'm sorry. I should have asked you.
Okay. I'm down. I'm good for that. I'm game for that.
I love it, man. This is good. Cancun's going to be bigger. It's going to blow up people's businesses 100%. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Hell so yeah. Everybody, thanks for spending some time with us. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new. Till next time, everyone, I'm Emeka. We'll speak to you all soon. Take care.